Nau mai hoki mai kia kaora te wahine, kaora te whānau, where we bring the health and well-being of our Māori women into the spotlight through informed kōrero. Welcome.
Kia ora. Kia ora.
Fee.
Kia ora.
And Alana.
Kia ora.
We're at the Teapu today to talk about Hapu Mama, of which we've all got a lot of experience in. The incredible journey, our pregnancy, and the vital importance of antenatal and postnatal care. One common myth is that postnatal depression only happens right after birth. In reality, postnatal depression can occur any time within the first year after childbirth. Focusing on mental well-being before, during, and after pregnancy is crucial. Let's explore how we can support our whānau, mama, and their whānau. Contraception. Did it work? or did it not?
Contraception, well, it didn't work for me, for my pōtiki. I mean, obviously it does work, but I don't know what happened. Maybe it was just the Atua saying she was meant to be.
You know, we were putting pills into our bodies for years, and you know, people are trying to come away from that now a little bit, understand that cycle, understand how fertility actually works.
So I'm working with young mama who have not had any interaction with contraception at all, and now we're hapu, so explaining them the types of contraception that's out there, what the difference between all of those contraceptions are.
Where do people go to when they want to know? When they want to know what's right for them, what's right for their bodies, right for their whānau, and that their phase of life that they're in, what's the best option? Who can they turn to?
I mean, I've always tapped into my whānau, really. I got more value out of having kōrero with whānau that I respect and have had gone through the journey together, or prior to me, you know.
Trying to encourage that conversation with whānau, to be mindful that if you have sex you can get pregnant, even if you are breastfeeding or just had a pepe. Yeah, for me, I was like, yeah, I'm breastfeeding, I'll be sweet. That is not a fact. So, you know, having those conversations with whānau as well, being like, just because you're breastfeeding doesn't...
So we're breaking myths now today, eh?
We are.
What about antenatal classes? How do they help? Do they still have them?
I think post-COVID there hasn't been many antenatal classes based in hospitals, which was quite common back in the Rā. I was a younger mum having my first PP, and the idea of going to an antenatal class seemed ridiculous to me for two reasons. It sounded and looked very tauiwi focused, Western focused, medical focused, and I felt in comparison to those attending, I was quite young. And my mum had had babies and my aunties had all had babies, and I'd babysit them for a couple of hours, so I knew everything anyway.
And how right were you?
Yeah, way off. With that said, we now have Hapu Wā, got it in Porirua, and it's up and down the country as well, and it's been around for a little while, so it's more established, and I think those types for Wahine Māori and whānau Māori are the best spaces in terms of antenatal education.
Birth stories and who you surround yourself with and where you have your pepe is actually a really important part of the journey, and being able to have that kōrero and being able to plan for it as best you can. I know when I had mine, I did have everybody in there, and that I was cool with that. I was like, more the merrier. I even had work friends there that hadn't seen a birth, and I said, come and watch mine. What about you, Jazz? Because you know, you've had very different experiences.
It was a bit like that for me. I was a bit of a know-all too with my oldest. And I tried to lay down that taki with my whānau and be like, no, it's just me and the papa going in, yous are not coming in. I had like 20 people in there, like honestly, but I wouldn't have changed it for the world. It was actually perfect, and they'd moved us because the room was too small that they had us in. And I feel like that kind of birth really suits that child, because that child is a really manaaki kid and loves everyone around, so it really suits.
It was just me and my partner, his twin brother and his wife. Again, I was working at the maternity ward at the time, so every midwife was popping in to be like, how are you going?
Awesome support, eh?
Yeah.
And for Fee, you know, that's your trade.
Yeah.
You're a midwife, and that's the one person that we all have in the room when we're having our pepe.
Yeah, it's an interesting space to hold. I like to have kōrero with mama and whānau about, you know, who do you want to be there and who do you want to catch baby, who do you want to cut cord, all of that. You can have whomever you want there.
So how do we find our fee as mama? What are some tips and tricks for our whānau? Like, how do they get the midwife that's going to support them best and that fits them and their whānau?
So there's this beautiful website, Find Your Midwife, and there's a whole list of midwives that work in your rohe, in your area. I always say try at least 3 different midwives, because the reality is that we're massively short in our workforce, and even more so Māori Pacific Island.
How long do they get to keep you for?
Basically, from the moment you find out you're hapu, even if you think you're hapu, you can get in contact with a midwife and she can organise bloods and pregnancy tests and scans and all of that kind of stuff right from the get-go. Labour and birth, and up to 4 to 6 weeks postnatally.
Can we talk a bit about our whānau that might not have all of that support there?
Our rangatahi who might not have that, you know, strong whānau support at home. I mean, I know as a kaiako, previous kaiako in Kura, we often were doing all of that for them, dropping off the packages, you know, for the nappies, the parcels.
From a practicing perspective, it's like, okay, what are your interests? Like, have you had a look online to see if there's anything that you're interested in doing, a group that you can join?
So we've recently started doing some tamariki order groups, but the kaupapa around that is a bit more open. You don't have to be with us, you know. If you're tamariki order and you want to come and hang out with some other whānau, whānau who have babies, come have a kai, just hang out.
Any final words from you, like of a top tip?
Find you some people and get some fresh air.
I think just, you know, letting go of what you think it should look like. You know, like, you're going to have spew on you, you're going to have poo on you. You just got to let it go. And the people that are your people, they're going to see that for what it is.
Yeah. I think mine would be to mama, aha ko te aha, he taonga tō te pepe. Doesn't matter what, you just need to remember that your baby is a taonga, and you got to try and navigate that space best for you and the baby. And a healthy mama is a healthy pepe.
Absolutely.
So,